Parashat Vayera. It's that classic, isn't it? Avram sitting there in the entrance of his tent. Hashem speaks to him. He sees strangers. He runs to get them. And as the story unfolds, we discover that he's going to have a child and that Sodom and Amorah are going to be destroyed. But just before Hashem destroys those wicked cities, we get a glimpse into the mind of God. We don't get that often. We don't often find out why Hashem thought that way. But here the Torah tells us, the narrative voice explains to us why Hashem decides to tell Avraham of his plans. Because Hashem knows that Avraham is going to direct his household to follow the derech Hashem, the way of Hashem, to do what? To teach his household tzedakah u'mishpat. Could have used the word chesed. So what is tzedakah u'mishpat? The Rambam tells us that the path of Hashem, this derech Hashem, is shvil ha'emtza'it, it's that middle path, being balanced, not throwing all your money away and not being very tight with your money, but knowing how to give tzedakah at the right amounts, know how to react in every situation in a balanced, thought out way, not to be too extreme on either of the two extremes. What's tzedakah or mishpat? How does it differ from chesed? Tzedakah, as we know, is kindness, it's righteousness, doing the correct thing to everybody. And mishpat, it's the rules, knowing how to apply principles in a balanced way. Chesed, kindness, can get out of control. Now, some recognized, you know why I'm telling Avraham? You know why he's worthy of me tipping him off? Because he is such a person who lives his life, not just his life, he's going to instruct his family, his children, his household, to live a life devoted to Hashem, devoted to humanity, not in a way of extremes, not in a way that might put people off, but will bring people close precisely because Avram epitomizes another principle, derachecha darchei noham. The ways are ways of pleasantness. Pleasant is when things are balanced. When things are in extreme, it's out of balance. We shouldn't look towards extreme or extremism in order to direct our religious life. But is that true? Well, we know that the Rambam also writes that someone who loves Hashem will be literally lovesick, will be going around telling people, sharing with people, like you would if you were in love with a person. Tell everyone who you met how beautiful, how wonderful, how adorable they are. So in this area of Avat Hashem, it seems that we should get out of control. So how do you bring those two together? How do you narrow that divide between live a balanced life, live in the middle path to getting out of control? There's definitely a place for love and rapture and passion, but it can't be your mode of operation all the time. And that's the balance. Understand that there's a time for emotional outbursts and a time for passionate experiences with your fellow man, with God, and that's got a place. But as a mode of living, where Avraham was chosen, what makes Avraham so special, that he was balanced. In our continuing struggle as Yisrael, that struggle with the angel, struggle with God, to discover our path and discover the path of Hashem all the way back to Eden, to where we belong. Let's try and work out that middle path and how we should be rewarded, Beinei Elokim va'adam, in the eyes of God and our fellow man. Shabbat Shalom.